Hey guys, and welcome back to another Astrovlog, which is very spontaneous because, tonight, everything is super spontaneous. I thought that I wouldn't be able to go out because I had no car and had time pressure due to work, but everything worked out, and now I'm here in the middle of the Swiss Alps at my first location, and I really hope that you can hear me due to all this noise in the background. But it's so amazing. We have about, let's say 1.5 hours with daylight left to scout the area, and then, it's getting dark. And I think it's getting very awesome here later on. So what I will do now is get out my wide-angle setup and try out some compositions that I want to shoot later, and then, it's going to be an awesome night. Oh guys, this is so good. Oh man, I want to go closer to the waterfall and try to get a nice scenery with the 11mm wide-angle lens. I walked up this small path here next to the waterfall, and I already lost the trail. And I mean, it's here, but from here I actually can't see it going up any further, and I think it's like a dead end here. The problem is that I want to find a few more compositions, and I'm not sure where I'm going to find them. So I might have to improvise a little bit and maybe scout a different area here. I will see. It's a few minutes later, and I found a new composition which looks so awesome. You might be able to see it behind me here with this path, with this like stone stairs and these nice bushes that are super like deep red, and I think they will look deep red even in the nighttime. And this is one more composition that I want to focus on later. And I want to continue walking a little bit more, and then made some new plans, or I added some things to my plan for this night, and then I want to maybe settle down there and get the first shots up there. But I will tell you once I'm at my, let's say, final destination on this walk up here. I just arrived here at this plateau up here. It's so beautiful. I have a small pond down here. There's like a smaller lake down there. Like, I don't know, 5 minutes down there. It's so beautiful. But now I'm actually focusing on the big mountainside behind the camera with the glaciers, and there's a small hut up there where I can see a few lights, and also like the last few sunlight reflections on the atmosphere hitting the top of the mountains with this nice surreal soft light, and it's so good. Just have to take another photo here. And I think this is my first composition for tonight, because I want to use this here as my base camp for the first, let's say, 1 hour of the night. I want to capture a 50mm panorama of the scenery up there with the glacier, the small hut, and then focus on the upper part of the Milky Way core where the Great Rift starts. And I think this is going to be an amazing photo. I just have to show you the scenery here. It's so beautiful. Okay guys, so this is the view, and I'm sorry for the wind because right when I started recording it's starting to pick up again. But this is the view that I have, and right up there, let me show you, here is this small hut, and behind this mountain will be the Milky Way, like the Milky Way core down here, and then it's going straight up. And this scenery here, I want to capture it with the 50mm lens. And yeah, so I wanted to show you the other scenery. So this here is the small pond behind me. And down there you can see like small light reflection. Here is the bigger one. It's actually quite a lot bigger. It's just hidden behind these rocky surfaces there. And yeah, it's so beautiful. Yeah, this wind up here is really annoying, I have to say. I'm just walking over there. I want to get a different perspective, and also maybe want to go down to this pond where maybe can get a nice Milky Way reflection shot later on. And yeah, it's getting really chilly now. I mean, when we arrived up here, we had about 25 degrees in the sun, so really, really warm. And now it's getting really cold, and we are expecting single-digit degrees tonight. Not freezing temperatures, but I don't know, maybe like in the early hours of the morning, down to, let's say, 5 degrees or something. So it's gonna be cold, but we are prepared. That's nice. Whew. As you can see, it is getting dark very quick now, and I love it so much. As the light is fading now, I want to switch to the Sony A7S to give you some better low light video, and then I will prepare the first two shots. A 50mm panorama from over there, and then with this pond down there, a 11mm ultra wide angle shot with the Milky Way reflecting in the water with the mountains and everything. It is so good. It is so good. I really hope that you can hear me clearly, because it's gotten so incredibly windy up here. I'm just going to try and get my 50mm foreground shot. I'm just taking 4 images, I think, and then I just have to move back down and search for a spot without so much wind to set up the tracker. It's so unbelievable. But yeah, let's try my luck. I hope that at least the foreground shots are sharp. But yeah. The helicopter is back. I have no idea why there is a helicopter, but it's there. Wait, I'll show you. Man, why is there a helicopter? I want to take my foreground shots now. Come on, that is so annoying. Okay, the first exposure just finished. Yeah, let me see how that looks. Oh man, okay, the exposure is right. I mean, 3 minutes is definitely the way to go, but I have to retake it because the helicopter was making a really nice pattern in there. That's actually looking quite funny. But yeah, I have to lower the ISO a little bit. I will go down to 800. Yeah, so I will get back to you when all the foreground shots are finished and when I move on. I have good and bad news. This helicopter is destroying my shots all the time. It's so annoying. Like every 5 minutes, and it's destroying most of my foreground shots. It's so annoying. The good thing is the wind has stopped. I think you can hear it, but yeah, there's only a slight breeze now, and sometimes even no wind at all, except for now. So the good thing is I might be able to just set up the star tracker here and get the shots that I want, yeah, from this location. And yeah, the good thing is this helicopter, oh, phone, please stay on. This helicopter can't fly all the time, all night, so I really hope it's just the first half an hour of the night now where we are getting disturbed by it, and then should be done or finished with its maneuvers. And now the wind is coming back. Yes, I love it. Small time jump, guys. The wind forced me to move the tripod away to a wind-free spot where I could set up the star tracker and all that stuff. And yeah, I already finished all these shots, and now I'm here at this pond where I want to try and take the reflection of the Milky Way. And yeah, while I'm setting up, you can enjoy the view of the 50mm shot. Okay, so let's see how this shot will turn out. The cool thing is this small hut up there has a really bright light, and I can just use that for focusing. Okay, that looks okay. 15 seconds. Let's see how that looks. Exposure running. Okay. This could turn out really nice or really bad. You will see. Okay, so that has been the last exposure for the sky. Let's check it out. And it looks perfect. Yeah, very good. I could do another row to capture Cygnus, but I'm a bit too lazy for that, and I think it's not necessary. So yeah, I would say that's perfect for now. And now I can pack up and start heading down to the waterfall. So yeah, let's do that. I think this is quite nice, so I think I have to submerge one leg of my tripod into the icy cold water. Oh man, come on. I'm not sure about this composition. Looks decent, but not so special anymore. The thing is, I'm a little bit too late. The Milky Way has moved a little bit too far to the right now, and it's not aligned anymore with the waterfall because I was too late. That's bad, that's bad. I will try out a few things and then I will come back to you once I know my final composition. In this timelapse you can see me trying out a few compositions at the planned spot. But then I decided to get closer to the waterfall and shoot a different composition that I improvised on location. I think I'm done with the waterfall for tonight, at least for now. Maybe I will come back in 1 or 2 hours, but yeah, I've been shooting non-stop Astro for the past 3 hours or so, and I'm getting really hungry now, so I'm just going to take one more overview shot of the scenery here, and then I'm pretty sure that I will go back to the car, which is just a 2-minute walk from here, and then have something to eat and yeah, a short break. Well, sometimes the weather forecast is super accurate, which is very annoying, because for tonight at this spot here there was a pretty high chance of cloud coverage after midnight, and we thought that or at least I thought that it wasn't going to happen. But now we're sitting here with our cars, and we have lots of clouds overhead. It's super annoying. Now we're just deciding what we are doing. Ist tatsächlich nervig. Ja.
Der Drecksberg soll sich mal rüberbewegen.
I think the best or the only chance, or let's say the only option that we have, is to wait a little bit and see if the clouds will clear. I mean, it's not fully covered or anything, it's just like some loose medium clouds. And I have the weather forecast open here right now. Like, it's getting more and more, which is kind of scary. But could you please load again? When I look at this view and fast forward, let's say 2 hours, then there's a pretty high chance that most of these clouds have passed by then. And honestly, I wouldn't feel too bad to get a, 2 to 3 hour nap in between the next imaging session, and then just see if it's better or not. And if not, then I can just continue sleeping. I mean, the plan was to either sleep here in the car to do it legally, or walk a few meters up the hill where I took the first shots of the night and just sleep there. Wouldn't be entirely legal, but sometimes you have to break the rules. I will keep you updated. Guys, what can I say? It is 2 hours later and it's actually looking promising again. We both took a 2-hour power nap, which was really good. I mean, I only slept with a blanket instead of my big new sleeping bag, and I think I should have slept with the sleeping bag, but I got some sleep at least. In terms of clouds, it is actually clearing up, as we both predicted. There are still a few clouds, especially towards the north and the northeast, but these should clear. And towards the south and southwest, where the clouds are coming from, there's almost nothing. And I can clearly see the Milky Way signals here. And I think we can continue. I'm back at the car, guys, and my original plan with taking another nap, I think I would just skip it and drive home instead. I mean, I'm quite awake. I had a small power nap earlier, and I think it's probably better if I just drive home now and get some proper sleep in the real bed. I mean, with the little traffic that should be on the road now, I think I will be at home in 2 hours or so. And I think this is the end of the vlog. Maybe I will put something on the end with voiceover. Maybe not. And if not, then I wish you good luck on your next adventure, and I will see you in the next Astrovlog.